depth is important. You don't have a point of view, you don't have personality. When people look at your photographs, if it's not credible, you're not credible. So when I came back from Los Angeles and moved back to Singapore, until then I never went to Hong Kong, Taiwan, Bangkok, because I was always living in the States since I was 16 and a half. So coming back to Asia and coming back to Singapore and starting my studio, it was actually discovering Asia. I wasn't even rediscovering Asia because I hardly was around. So I finally had a call from Time magazine, and they figured they wanted me to photograph Faye Wong. So Faye was based out of Hong Kong or China, and so I flew up, and that was actually the first big job I had in Asia, and that was in Hong Kong for a Time magazine cover. And at the same time, around that same period too, I met Jackie Chan. So Jackie I met in New York, and then, long story short, met him in New York, and then they asked me to call him when I was in Hong Kong, and I called him, and just meeting Jackie, boom, everything happened for me in Asia, because you shoot Jackie Chan, who else is there to shoot? He's like the biggest star here, and slowly, bit by bit, I met pretty much the whole acting community, and that's how this whole Asian part started for me. And I think it's just certain depth I think I try to look for, or at least when I work with someone that thinks, someone knows how to project an idea, a thought, a value or something, and that actually to me comes right through, as opposed to just, like any woman can have makeup and hair, but how come, some come across more and grab you more than others? She might be prettier, the one with the pretty hair, but hey, the one with the messy hair, maybe, like a bit more scruffier, she might be the one you want to look at, and you know why? But that's like what they call the X factor, I guess, and certain charisma, I think, and I think depth is important, and I feel that they need to have a strong point of view, and very few of them have a strong point of view, and in doing that, you're suppressing what they think and their opinions, and therefore, when you shoot them, they just give you this normal, they don't have a point of view. When you don't have a point of view, you don't have personality. You don't have, you need to create a stand, and that to me affects my pictures. And I find it more interesting to shoot someone like that than someone that's just a piece of wood that just looks pretty, because I like in my portraits, if you see, I don't try to shoot just the physical part of the person, because anyone can do that. I don't need to know you. You put your hair makeup on, I click the shutter, and that's you, the physical part of you. But in order to know the inside, the core of your personality, I need to find out who you are, what you stand for, what you like, what you don't like, and that's the part that if you have nothing in there, I can't grab it and lock onto it and get something just deeper than the physical part of the person. The sad part is, I think everyone can be a celebrity, with the whole reality show thing going on, and now with all your Instagram, your social media, you got a bunch of followers, you put some sexy shots up or say something stupid or whatever. And you have, like people, they're known, they're celebrities in their own right, but what are you good for? You don't have a talent, So that's the part I think people need to be more careful about, and it's a lot of trash out there, I find. But I think in the end, cream rises to the top, and people will know for sure if this person is for real. Can she sing? Can she act? Can she dance? Can she draw? Can she paint? She's just there, and she's got a lot of followers, because I don't know, she just has a lot of followers, but we don't know what she does. Well, as a photographer, not everyone's gonna like your work, and as you know, it's like sometimes you can do an ad and you want to reshoot it because they don't like this way it's done, or it happens. It's part of the business. I don't take it too seriously. I think that now people don't appreciate the craftsmanship so much now, so the amount of work I put in, and sometimes it's not appreciated, and I think a lot of people would say that because you're not educated, you don't know how much work goes into making something or crafting something, so they think, oh, anyone can do it, but not really, I think if you're a photographer, you need to light, you need to compose, and shoot it the way it is. I'm not saying you can't change it. Yeah, I've changed it before, and I'm guilty of that. If someone's got a zit, yeah, you want to take it out, but you don't want to change the whole essence of the photograph. I don't think the stuff that's doctored up, it can be as good, as what you get it right at the moment. Plus, I think the big part that people miss is the credibility. When people look at your photographs, if it's not credible, you're not credible. So that's the huge part for me, really, that anything I do, it actually existed at that time, and I'm shooting this, and yes, he's got a frown, and yes, he's got lines on his face, but hey, so be it, because he's 85, right? So, I mean, that part, the credibility part, is really, really important for me, because when you're doing a portrait, that's what you're trying to capture in a certain time, that, you know, he looked like that. That's the part that I try to strive for.